So I'm making this video because I've been inspired, and haven't been like inspired or felt this way or whatever I'm trying to say in a long time. But I've been inspired, and so um, I'm doing a little more than I normally do, and I'm just trying to, again, always trying to improve for me. Again, always trying to improve something or make something different or a little better. But this right here is just a quick glance of my dirty kitchen, right? But so that's not dirt, or that, I mean, that's not dirty. That's clean compared to like what I've just been doing. And just this is just a small area. Then I've got back behind here. Then I've got this area here, or right here, this whole area here, and then the bottom right here. I've got the dog food container or whatever, little plastic container with the scoop thing, and then it's just a bunch of bags, miscellaneous bags that I just thrown here just through the week, and yeah, it's garbage, just bullshit. I've emptied a bag or whatever, and I'll do that like with a box or something. Like for example, here on the floor is like this box. So we got this box, and I opened it up and I throw it on the floor, and then they'll tear it up or play with it or whatever, or not, and then I'll just end up picking it up. But I give them a chance to play with it, other than like their toys or something, and also because they don't just chew up like my shoes or cords or just anything. So I give them something miscellaneous just to play with. So that's the little bags over here, but also it mixed in with the bags in the kitchen area right here is also my recycles, my plastic water bottles, and any type of plastic container or bottle, I guess, or whatever, because I drink Sprite occasionally, and there's a couple 2 liters here, and it's about over time to take them to the recycle center. Again, I just let it stack up, and usually again I take them before now, but I just haven't been giving a shit, and that's why I'm making the video, because I've been inspired to kind of give more of a shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I started caring more about my life and my health or whatever, and after I got sick especially and stuff, and then taking care of Mary Jane and whatever, and then we got Dink and then whatever. But so I just kind of gave up, like, and then I don't socialize, because honestly paranoid of of most public people and stuff or whatever. Just because everybody's shit. Everybody's mean or rude or obnoxious or evil or whatever. But so, look, here's some two garbage bags that are just, again, the one is garbage, and then the other one is just like empty bags. And like this one is like just empty bags and stuff. But it's another garbage bag. But then here's another garbage bag. And let's put that one right there. And then one more. And then by the store, I still got a lot to do. But again, the whole point of this particular video clip is because I was inspired to do this. When, again, I don't give a shit, I don't care, and I don't clean, or I don't clean like I guess I should. Because I don't have guests, and because I don't have guests, I don't really care, what it looks like, or what I'm saying. I mean, and I don't like dust and stuff or whatever. But these slippers are funk. Dink. Go. She wouldn't take a dump. Come on. 5 minutes. But so, again, that little piece of clip of the kitchen part, because again, I don't have company and stuff, so I don't care like what the place looks like, you know, disorganized and stuff again, but but like I've got these bags just, you know, from my like groceries or whatever, and they're just I just throw them right here, so that the dogs, you know what I'm saying, they can play with them or tear them up, and like this box, and then I've got this box, and I need to vacuum, and but that's why I don't show like my place a lot, or especially like the floor, you know what I'm saying, because I don't vacuum and I don't straighten up, or you know what I'm saying. That's why you see like clothes kind of laying there, here and there and everywhere, and but also because I need to do laundry, but that's beside the point. But I was, again, this whole thing is about, I was inspired, so I'm actually doing something, and this right here, again, this part of the kitchen that is just like that view, because I've got to, and I'm going to. That's again the whole point of the video, because and it's to all the these blue people that are on my YouTube live, and it's inspired me again, and taken like and put faith back in me about like people, because again, like I said earlier, I've been like just paranoid or just to be in public or around people because people were shit, and that's why it's just me and the dogs, you know, it's just me and the pups. But again, so for whatever awakening moment I've had, clarity or etc. or whatever, you know what I'm saying, enlightenment or what the fuck ever you want to call it, so I had to share it because it's a transition, but it's a beautiful thing, kind of, you know. It's and for me it is, again, as being of anything that I just said, but because I'm open with like my whole life and everything, and I've never well, I was gonna say like perfect, but you can't, I guess, anybody, but I've never like even claimed to be perfect, but I've done a lot of mistakes and done a lot of bad things, or not necessarily bad things, but I've done a lot of wrong things, and or etc. But that's also like what I say, because I've known people done bad things, and I've done like, again, things wrong and yada yada, but nothing seriously bad. I mean, you know, but I've done, of course, a lot of good, and I've been through bad, and I've been through good, and I've received karma for things in different ways, and etc. And yada yada, and I still learn every day, you know, about whatever and everything, and about life even. And even though my life is like, I'm on the back nine of the life cycle or whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm still learning, and I still like to learn, and but also, and not just because I'm on the back nine of my life cycle, but it's you should always just be nice and polite and be courteous to others and be generous, you know what I'm saying, and you should and not only like because life is short or whatever, but because it's just a real shitty thing and way to be and way to live your life and type of person to be, you know. And for that, to also say don't do drugs, because drugs will make you be that way, and if you're that way already and you do drugs, you're even more that way, so you're even more of a piece of shit. And when you started, of course, which is a whole nother ball game. Which again, now just sucks even more and even worse. But people know, if they're a piece of shit or whatever, and they know, and they know what they're doing and how they act. And when you're a piece of shit, and then you act like you're a saint or religious or whatever, and you're a piece of shit. That's even the worst kind. Also, but I want to thank everybody that's inspired me, and not just inspired me for whatever, but changed my whole way of thinking, and to way of, again, faith again, like in humanity, I guess, or just people in general. Because the friends that I've had, and acquaintances and friends that I grew up with and tried to reconnect with, like Facebook and whatnot and stuff, and even though like you've known someone or etc., and of course people go through things, and they have their own problems or their own lives or whatever, etc. But still, a friend would be a friend, and a family member, of course, would be a family. Not just. Especially if, even a friend or whatever, even a strong acquaintance, in a way, you wouldn't treat someone just like a piece of shit, would you? If that's how you treat that, but I've been, again, reborn or whatever to that notion and that fact and that, and I want to thank you. Thank the people, you guys that did it, and I don't know if there's gonna be a bathroom when we get there. And I don't know if it's a good thing now that because whatever. But I don't know if it's a good thing, or because if I'm like oh shit, and I let my guard down, and then it's just like more bullshit, or if it's a good thing, because So you're not gonna go. I have, because I fall for shit, and I'm slow, and whatever, and I believe in things and people, and even when they're a piece of shit, and like why they're being a piece of shit, or they're doing some nasty stuff or whatever, it, you still want to question and be like, well, why would they do that? And why they're doing it, because they're fucking pieces of shit. But you're like, but you have faith in them still. And that type of people, that scares me more than anything. But I fall for it for anybody. Anybody could be like that, and I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, and then be pulling knives out of my fucking back and throw it and shit, and be like, why? I already have nothing, what I'm saying? Now you're doing it to me again. But I feel it's for the good, and I'm hoping it's for the good. But thanks for that, and happy Thursday. Don't do drugs.